Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Miss.
Okay, we'll wait until others join. Meanwhile, you can go through the syllabus outline and check what we have already done until other students join. Okay, so now there are 14 students with me. It is 15. Okay. Just get an idea what we have done up to now. Any idea? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Up to semantics that we have done.
Yes. Even I can remember the same. So up to semantic we have done. So we have to start with today pragmatics. Okay, we'll do so. Yeah, wait. Okay. Hope you can see it here. Okay, pragmatics. Okay, you might have heard of this term pragmatics. Just get an idea about it, or if you know what it is, can you share it with us? What is pragmatic? And pragmatics also it is also related to semantic actually. Okay, just get an idea. Read and get an idea. When you finish reading, let me know.
Done, madam.
Okay. So what is pragmatic? Okay, we'll understand. First, I will explain this. Pragmatics, that is a branch of linguistics. Okay, there are different sections under linguistics. So pragmatics is one branch. So this term pragmatics, it deals with how context affect what we mean when we speak and how other interpret our meaning. That means pragmatics is actually about the practical usage. It's not about the theory. It's the practical aspect of language. Okay, in other words, it goes beyond the literal meaning of words. So when we take a word, there is a literal meaning. For an example, dog. So when we see the word dog, the meaning is a four-legged animal and it has a tail. Okay, so there is a picture coming to our mind. So that is the literal meaning of the word dog. Okay, but under pragmatics, we are going beyond the literal meaning. Okay, so then there are things which affect pragmatics. For an example, speaker's intent. Intent means what he intend. The situation and the listener's background knowledge. And there are many factors we'll be talking actually which affect pragmatics. Sometimes the literal meaning is something else, and when it comes to pragmatics, the meaning is something else. Did you get a little idea? When you see the examples only, you will understand it properly. Now, little idea, maybe 5%. Did you get an idea?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Then you just, okay, just understand.
Okay, madam.
Okay, we'll see here. Yeah, see, it's called in here. Okay, someone is telling while bundling up the winter clothes. So here, the meaning of the word called we all know. But here, according to the context, according to the situation, because this person is bundling up winter clothes. Pragmatics help us understand that despite the literal meaning is there, but it gives an idea that someone is asking someone else to close the window or turning up the heater. Okay, it's very cold here. Indirectly, we are asking somebody else to close the window or else turn on the heater. Okay, so then when the listener in that situation, in that context, when a person is telling it's cold in here, he will not say, yes, it's cold. It's not like that. Maybe he is closing the window or else turning up the heater. Okay, so then it's cold is having a literal meaning, but according to that particular content, it's giving a request or maybe a little order to close the window. Okay, that is how pragmatics work. Pragmatics means literal meaning, how it changes according to the context. And we'll see some more. Okay, we'll understand. Pragmatics recognizes that language is a tool we use to interact with others. Okay, so language is a tool actually. We use it to interact with others. So then, in language, there are factors like politeness, humor, sarcasm. Okay, so you know what politeness, humor, harsh in singular we call sarcasm. So that is in singular we call upahasya. So they when they were according to these meaning changes. I will give you one example. Just imagine sarcasm, we'll say like that. So after a long time you meet one of your school friend. Earlier she was very uh, thin or slim. But when you see her after a long time, she has grown fat. ගොඩාක් මහතයි. අපි හිතමු. So then you may be telling, අම්මෝ එයා කෙට්ටු වෙලානේ. That means you have grown thin. Okay, so you are telling so with sarcasm. Okay, just imagine the meaning of thin is very bony, the less muscles, kettui. But when you say that to a fat person in a sarcastic way, that means it's not thin. Did you get the idea?
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Okay, so that is how pragmatic works. Okay, we'll see some more. And just get an idea.
Done, madam.
Okay, we'll see. So communication is a two-way street. Two-way means when one person is talking, other one is listening. Speakers and listeners constantly negotiate meaning based on what's left unsaid. So just imagine when two persons are talking, maybe two or more. So there are many more things left unsaid. So there are many things that we did not say. But still, the other person understands it. Sometimes facial expressions, certain things the speaker may stop on the way, but even then the listener will understand because of the context. Next examples.
Done, madam.
Okay, we'll see a similar example we already discussed. The opposite of that actually, there it is cool in here, but here it's hot here. So when someone is telling it's hot here, maybe just imagine while entering to the room, after some time, one is telling it's hot here. So that means this person does not want the other person to understand physics. So that is not to give an idea to the other person about hotness. It's not like that. So the pragmatic helps you understand. It's like it's a request. So when your pragmatics knowledge is high, you will understand now, okay, he did not tell about the weather. I mean, it's not about physics. And that indirectly he is asking me to open the window. And then he will be doing that. If you have a doubt, you can ask.
Done, madam.
Okay, we'll see sarcasm. Okay, sometimes it may be tough for you to understand the meaning of this example. See, someone says, great, that's exactly what I needed. Dripping with sarcasm. Okay, so that means maybe actually this is not what he intended, the person intended. Great, that's exactly what I needed. Okay, that is the single idea. So literal meaning suggests it's a good news. So then according to the literal meaning, it appears to be something positive, something good. But actually, according to pragmatics, this shows the frustration, annoying of the person. But if this example is very tough for you to understand, why don't you take what I took early? You have grown thin. You are telling it to a person who has grown very fat. Just like that. Great. That's exactly what I needed. But this person is frustrated and annoyed. Actually, that is not what he expected. Presuppositions. And okay, if you've completed, we'll see. Presupposition. See the example. Are you still mad at me? So then when we take the literal meaning, it says this particular person was mad early. Okay, can you understand? Are you still mad at me? So that means this particular person was mad previously. But actually, pragmatics helps you recognize this underlying assumption and adjust your response accordingly. Actually, here, nothing is about the madness of a person. That is about anger. Okay, so here the meaning of mad is angry, anger. Is that clear to you?
Yes, madam.
Okay. We'll go to the next one.
Done, madam.
Hari, okay. There is a message. What is that? Upload this PDF. Hari, okay. Let me upload it first. Can I upload it here? I think we can. Upload the file. Not that. Yeah, give me minutes. I will upload it. Otherwise, I may forget. Yes, pragmatics. One minute. We will upload this. Okay, wait. Chat. We'll upload it. What this one? I don't know what is happening here. I don't know whether something was uploaded, but that is the wrong one. So don't get it. I'm searching for the new one, proper one. I'll get something. Upload. Time. Wait. What I have uploaded is correct, it seems. You just check. And okay. So now we'll go to the lessons which we were doing. Okay, Hari, okay. Hari. So here, this is what we were talking. Hari, here, direct expressions, words like this, that, here, there, they only make sense based on the context. Okay, so then especially these 4 words, they make sense according to the context. See the example, pass me that. While pointing at a specific object clarifies what that refers to. Please pass me that. So then it can have different meaning. So if the person is asking somebody else to pass while they are eating, we say chili paste or something like that. That means chili paste. Please pass me that. And maybe it's a bowl if they are playing. Okay, so especially these direct expressions. I mean the words like this, that, here, there, they get meaning according to the context. Come here. They are here maybe to the teacher's table. Okay, so then somewhere, come here, we'll enjoy the party. So that may be to dance or something like that. Honey. This one, social context.
Done, madam.
Hari, okay. Social context. The formality of your language changes depending on the situation. So just imagine, according to the situation, we become formal or informal. You wouldn't speak to your boss the same way you speak to your friend. So there are differences. Pragmatics helps you choose appropriate language for different settings. So that is the function of pragmatics. Pragmatics will help you to choose appropriate language according to different setting. So that is pragmatics. But did you get the uploaded PDF? Did you receive
No,
the
madam.
upload? No.
No, madam. It
Hari,
doesn't show.
Hari, okay. Yeah, I will upload it again. Okay, file. Now check whether you got it. I think now you received it. You just check and tell me.
Got it, madam.
You got it. Okay, Hari, wait 1 minute. Another. Hari, all the other lessons also you might have got, I suppose. Hari, okay. So now I will show you the syllabus once again and we'll go to the next topic. And according to this, after doing pragmatics, we have to start with language variation and change. Okay, we'll start that language variations and change. Okay. language share the this one. We share the not the PDF. If I share the PPT, that will be more convenient. Wait. So okay. So this is the next topic: language variation and change. You just get an idea about it. Language variation. Okay, I will be sharing syntax also. Once I share, that's what I can remember. Anyway, I'll share it. No problem. Okay, so next we are going to do language variation and change. Okay, so see the first slide, then you will get some idea.
Done, madam.
Okay. Okay, language variation and change. So that is also an interesting section under linguistics. So under this, we can understand languages are not static stuff. Static means they stay same without changing. Languages are not like that actually. Language should change. If a language does not change, that language will become a dead language. And I might have told you earlier, for an example, Pali, Sanskrit. They were very powerful, very rich languages in the past. But now no one is talking in Sanskrit or Pali because they rejected change. So when a language rejected change, those languages automatically will become dead languages. Okay, so then it examines the different ways a language is used and how these variations can lead to a long-term change. Okay, so certain changes, they take long time for their, for the change. But once they got established, it's a long-term change. Okay, we'll talk about the examples. See,
Done, madam.
okay, we'll understand this. Variations, I can't see it because of this bar. Okay, wait. Variation based on social factors. So then some of the variations are due to social factors. So that's what we are going to understand with these examples. So then here see, imagine a group of teenagers texting a lawyer writing texting and a lawyer writing a legal document. Okay, group of teenagers, they are texting. And think about that language and a lawyer writing a legal document. So you can very easily understand. Here we can see two different languages. Okay, pragmatics plays a role here. Pragmatics, we were talking about it just a while ago. But so does social variation. Teenagers might use slang terms, emojis, and abbreviations like lol. Okay, so even you may be texting like this. Yeah, wait. Honey, okay. Then while the lawyer would likely maintain a formal tone with complete sentences and proper grammar. So the lawyer who is preparing the legal document, he will be using a very formal tone, complete sentences and proper grammar. This variation reflects the social context and the desire to belong to a particular group. Okay, so the social factors also affect the language we talk, language variation. And further we'll know there are dialects and there are different slang. So there's some communities, and for an example, university students, they have their own subculture, social variations. And those who are working in army forces, they have another language. Okay, variation based on social factors. And here, that is what I wanted to ask. What is the meaning of LOL? LOL? And some you also might have used this emoji. Or yeah, that is there. What is the meaning of LOL? LOL? Have you ever thought what it is? Well, that is the answer. Oh, laugh, lots of love. That is also correct. Laugh out loud. Laugh out loud. හරි hina වෙන්න කියන එක. හරි, okay. Next one. Variation based on region.
Done, madam.
Okay, we'll understand variations based on region. So here there is an example from America, US. For an example, pronunciation, yeah. For instance, soda might be called pop in some area of US, while dinner could be tea in the South. Yeah, there are. So just think about examples from Sri Lanka, and there are certain food items that takes different names according to the different area. Okay, so that is there. Can you just tell me some examples? So then just leave food items. There are certain ways. For an example, we say kata karanawa. But in southern people, they say dodanama. Okay, that is also a variation based on region. And we will ask I. Southern people, they will say makkai. Okay, something like that. The variations based on region. Did you get an idea?
Yes, madam.
Honey. Okay. And there is a joke also, I think you can understand. It's not a joke, but it suits this example, variation based on region. So there was a old Sinhalese movie called Medasa Kumatad. Have you heard of that film?
No,
No.
madam.
No. Hari. Okay, so then it's a joke actually. So original name of the movie is Medasa Kumatad. But when it was being shown in southern area with the same title, people are not coming to watch it. So as a joke actually for this language variation. So then the film hall owners, they decided to do something. They just changed the name of the film as Medasa Maktate. Then there were more people coming to watch it because that language is familiar to them. It's a joke, but even from that joke, we can understand about language variation. And then there are variation in Sri Lanka. Some people use the sound in the kand, bond, something like that. You know, this Candian, the central part of the country, they use kanta, bonta, something like that. Okay, so the variations in language, the same word, verb, but different pronunciation. That is because of the region. And next one, historical variation. You just see Okay, think about some examples also. If you can read out some example, it's very nice. Yeah, words HOUR, our, H is silent. Okay. But we don't know whether that is due to historical variation. Hari, okay. Historical variation. Languages change significantly over centuries. And certain pronunciations they have changed. For an example here, KNIGHT, night in English, that is how we pronounce it today. Old English pronounced the K sound, kanite or something like that. But modern English, according to the modern pronunciation, K is silent. We don't pronounce K. And there may be such words in your mother tongue also. Think about it. The pronunciation, how it changed. Okay, so over time, pronunciation change, historical variation. Under historical variation, we'll learn these two also. Okay, did you finish reading? Okay, these variation are not random. So then they are not something which happen accidentally. Social, regional, and historical factors influence them. See, if a large number of teenagers adopt to a slang term, it might eventually become more mainstream and used by older generation too. So when the teenagers are using certain words very commonly, automatically, they will become the major word, and then even the older generation also will use it. Can you tell me some examples for that, even in your language? Sound. You have to switch off the microphone. You can't switch it off. SG Kulatunga, could you please switch off your microphone? SG Kulatunga, your microphone is on. Hari, okay. So then there are certain words that will become major words when it is used by a majority of people. Majority of, yes, people. See whether there are examples. Hari, okay, examples are there here, you see. Okay, make good night, Budu Saranai, TC, take care. They are actually SMS language. That is another thing. And okay, hi. So if I tell you some examples from Sinhala, I know there are Muslim girls also because I don't know Tamil. And for an example, pattarahai, pattalassanai. We say like that, the Sinhalese actually. Patta means excellent, a superb quality, like that. But in the past, the word patta, it was with a negative meaning. Long time ago in the historically, the term patta, it was with totally negative idea. I can't tell some filthy words, okay, starting with patta. Okay, I think Sinhalese can understand. I can't tell filthy words here in the lecture. So, in the past, the meaning of patta, it was totally negative. But these teenagers, they started using it, pattalassanai, pattarasai. So then automatically it became positive. And even the adults are using patta, the word, in positive sense today. Hari, okay, examples of language change, you just see.
Done, madam.
Okay. So then in English language, we are referring to English language. there are certain vowel sound change between 14th century to 18th century. So during this period, the pronunciation of many vowel sound changed. See some example. For instance, the A in name used to sound more like the A in father. Name, father, so they are different sound change. The next one, lots of grammatical cases.
Done, madam.
Harry, okay. Lots of grammatical cases. Old English had a more complex grammatical system, but now the grammatical system are not that much complex regarding certain things, depending on their function of a sentence. Over time, this system simplified in modern English. So then, old English, they were having very rigid rules, but some of those rules, they are changing now. In the past, we cannot say, we cannot pluralize nouns like experience. Experiences, that was completely wrong in the past, but nowadays it's totally correct, grammatically correct. I have lots of experiences, but in the past it was totally incorrect. Next one. Are you still reading? Until you read, I'll upload the syntax one. Some of you have mentioned that I have already uploaded it. But anyway, there are some students who are telling that they do not have that. Yeah, I'm telling. Yeah, syntax. Importance of language variation and change. When we study language variation and change, we can understand very clearly the history and evolution of languages, how languages change over time. It also sheds lights on social dynamics at play with the speech community. So then when we know about language variation and change, we can appreciate the richness and flexibility of human language. That means a human human languages change according to the time, according to the requirement, and according to the communicative needs. That is how it is. And that is why some of the words which people used in the past, now people are not using them. New words are coming. Some other words are going out of the usage. Harry, okay. Yes, there are several ways to categorize language variation. That is our topic. They are based on geography, based on social factors, based on formality, and there are some others also. We'll see. Hani, okay. Dialect.
Madam,
Yes.
madam, sorry to say you, madam, we can't download it, the syntax one, madam.
Why is that?
Don't know, madam, it says that it is failed.
Yeah, let me check. Is it same to all? No, when I try to get it downloaded, it can be downloaded. I check other students also. Anyway, I will upload once again, but others can check whether it can be or cannot be downloaded. I send it once again. Okay, check the new one.
It is okay, madam. It is
Okay.
getting downloaded.
Okay.
Okay, madam, thank you.
Okay, welcome.
Ma'am?
Okay, we'll see dialects. A dialect you might have heard of. It's a regional or social variety of a language. It can be a regional variety or a social variety of a language that differs from the standard form in pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. Understand what dialect is? Dialect is different from the standard form in pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. When we take Tamil language, English language, Sinhala language, there is a particular standard form how we talk, how we write, but dialect is different from that, but is still mutually intelligible with other dialects of same language. Okay, but for one language, there may be many dialects. Okay, so then Southern dialect, Canadian dialect, so they are examples based on geography. See, Okay, we'll see based on geography. Regional dialects are there. Okay. There are variations spoken in specific geographic region. Okay, so then they can differ in pronunciation, vocabulary, even grammar. Example here, American Southern dialect might have distinct vowel sounds and vocabulary terms compared to standard American English. So, Southern dialect, American dialect, it is having more vowel sounds than standard American English. Okay, based on social factors, we'll see a social dialect, sociolects, in other words. Okay, so there are variations used by different social groups. We have discussed something similar to this. Educational level, profession, age, and gender all influence how someone speaks. So that's the natural thing. For instance, doctors might have a specific medical jargon they use, while teenagers might have their own slang terms. Oh, sorry. Ethnolects. What is ethnolects? You just see. Okay. Ethnolects. Sometimes you may hear it for the first time. What is ethnolects? Ethno, that means races. These are varieties associated with particular ethnic group. And some ethnic groups, they are having their own dialects. They can be influenced by the group cultural heritage and language background. African American vernacular English is an example of ethnolect in the United States. Even in United States, there are ethnolects. For an example, African American vernacular English. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Hi, okay. We'll go to the next one. Okay, here the vernacular means local language. Yeah, it's supposed you know it. American vernacular, American local language. Honey. Based on formality. Honey. Okay, so there is a difference in context of syntax. I will search for it and I will share the other one also. Then you can select the correct one. Honey. Based on formality, registers.
Done, madam.
Okay, based on formality. Registers in the sense they are variations used according to the formality of a situation. So we know even there is a difference in formal and informal according to the way we dress actually. So the language we use at formal situations and the language we use at informal situations, they are different. For an example, a formal register when giving a presentation compared to chatting with a friend. So when you are chatting with a friend, that is some other language. When you are doing a presentation, that is something else. Okay, next one.
Done, madam.
Okay. Jargon. So then jargon, it's a specialized language used by a particular professional group. Jargon is related to profession. So legal jargon, for an example, and there may be a jargon among doctors, lawyers, and then as I told you earlier, those who are working in army. Okay, so jargon, the specialized language used by a particular profession or group. Next one.
Done, madam.
Okay. Slang. Slang is a type of informal language that's distinct from the standard form of a language. Okay, so slang and then what we talk about jargon, there are similarities as well as differences. So then slang is somewhat deviated from the standard language. Slang is most commonly used in casual conversation with friends. So it's informal, for family, or people you know well. It wouldn't be appropriate to use slang in formal setting like job interviews or academic papers. Slang is okay for informal places, informal situations, but not for formal.
Done, madam.
Okay. Slang terms are very short term actually. They don't last for a long time. And they are constantly, very often changing. So then instead of old slang, new slangs will come. While older ones might fade away or become more mainstream. Either older slangs will go out or else they might have become major words. This keeps slang fresh and relevant for the in-group that used it. So then anyhow, within the group, the slang is very relevant. And even we use slang. Slang is not something negative. In-group language, you just see. Okay, so in group language, slang can be a way for groups to create sense of identity and solidarity. Okay, so then within the group, using slangs will show that you are a member of that group and you are very close to each other. Using slang term shows you are in the know, you are there and part of the group. And teenagers might develop their own slang. So nowadays, bro, sis, there are many more latest ones are there. So they are slangs actually. There's no word, there are no formal words like bro. That's a slang. And we'll go to the next one. Okay, creativity and playfulness. As the example which I gave you, bro, that means shortening of words. Most of the slangs, they are short form of formal words, or using words in unconventional ways. So then the slangs are very funny and very, very creative.
Done, madam.
Okay, so here there are plenty of examples. You can see shortening, common ways of how slangs are formed, turning, shortening, amazing, amaze, fantastic, fanta. So they are slang terms actually, rhyming slang. Here, this is less common today, but some slang terms originated from rhyming slang. The rhyming slangs, they were very popular in Old English actually. Acronyms, LOL, laugh out loud, love you a lot, or laugh out loud, or OMG for oh my god. Then figurative languages, they are using metaphors, similes, or other figures of speech to create new slang. There are many more, and we see how many slides are here. Okay, just see pigeons and Creole.
Done, madam.
I have uploaded today's lesson also. Okay, you can get it downloaded. So then pigeons and Creole. So they are close. The first one is pigeon. Pigeon will become a Creole. Pigeons are simplified communication system that emerge when speakers of different languages need to interact. Just imagine in a particular area, for in country we'll say there are people from different countries. They talk different languages. So when they daily interact, they use certain simplified communication system. Just imagine in an area, there are Sinhalese, there are Indians, there are Sri Lankans, Indians, Canadians, Africans, Bangladesian. So their languages are different. So they started communicating using a simplified communication system that is called Pidgin. And when this Pidgin becomes a native language for new generation, it became a Creole. That means just imagine a father, mother, they are communicating with unknown people from different languages using a Pidgin, new language, simplified communication. So when this this couple gets children, actually, the Pidgin will become the mother tongue of the new generation. Then it is called Creole. Is that clear? Check and tell me.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Pidgin is formed by people of different languages, and that will become a common language among different languages. And when they have children, actually, the next generation consider Pidgin as the mother tongue, so it is called Creole. Okay, here we'll see this new message. Hi, communication bridge. Pidgins are simplified communication system that emerge when speakers, it's the same thing. Different language need to interact. Imagine a trading post where people from various languages background come together. A Pidgin might develop by borrowing words and basic grammatical structures from these different languages to create a way to get by. Okay, so that you know already, communication bridge. So then Pidgin acts as a bridge to communicate among people from different languages. And what's the time now? So there are some more slides. Even though we take 2-3 minutes, we cannot complete. Shall we continue this next week then?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, then with this, I will say good night and have a nice day.
Good night, madam.
Okay, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Night,
Miss.
ma'am.
Good night.
Okay, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Okay.